What's up, guys? It's Keri Hilson. I'm here with Vibe Magazine. And here's some tidbits about songs that I wrote for other artists. "4 Minutes" by Avant. I did that with JQ and Antonio Dixon. If anybody else is a writer on that song, I apologize. I'm sorry. I just don't remember writing with anyone else. I think it was just the two of them. We did that in Babyface's building, in the Edmonds building. I wonder if they still call it that. I did a lot of work there. I really enjoyed my time in the Edmonds building with the Underdogs and all of the affiliates. I still don't think I've ever met Avant. I don't think we've ever met. Maybe Tony recorded him on that song, maybe, or maybe it got sent to him and he recorded it. I don't even know how it happened. I just knew it was a song that the three of us had done. One random day in Tony's room inside the Edmonds building. Superhuman. That was an Underdog record. I just remember Chris was still so young. I had worked with him first when he was like 12 years old. Still freaky seeing him at 30 something now, because I'm like, you were just this little boy dancing, flipping in the parking lot. You know what I mean? Like, little boy with his mom taking him to his sessions. You know what I mean? That's how young he was. But Superhuman, this was later. And he was kind of coming into manhood, I guess, in a sense. And I just remember being excited at the opportunity to do a feature with someone who I worked with so young, and now watching him blossom and work again. And we actually weren't in the studio at the same time. I think we didn't see each other until the video, but we would pass each other all the time and talk, you know, had each other's information and would talk all the time about the record and, you know, video and, you know, show, like, oh, come see me, I'm backstage at, you know, whatever. So we hung out a lot, but, and partied and did all the things, like, you know. But Superhuman, I just remember enjoying the song a lot in the studio, in the booth. I remember really liking it. I also like working with the Underdogs. I think Harvey Mason or Antonio Dixon, one of them recorded my vocals and got a really good performance out of me, and I was really proud of that performance. So yeah, I love working with Chris Brown too. He's just fun to work with. Young Love, oh man, that was his debut album, wasn't it? We can hit a show, get on the block, everywhere we go, you know that we got that. Young Love. Young Love, I wrote with, that was another Underdogs session. I owe a lot of my early songwriting, or like later early songwriting, to basically being an unofficial Underdog member, or, you know, someone unofficially a part of the Underdogs camp. I loved working with him, me and JQ, and we were the clutch, you know what I mean? We kind of, Underdogs were the reason we formed the clutch. We kind of fashioned the clutch after the Underdogs, like, because of our time there, and seeing how things can work really opened our eyes, and that's what kind of made us found the clutch. Young Love was one of those sessions. I believe that was also definitely Tony Dixon, and Chris was definitely 12 when we did that. Every day is my day, I'ma do it my way, every day, yeah. Everything, Every Day, Everywhere is actually a well-documented process. So I was in a studio in New York. Ryan Leslie had a room. He and Fabolous were working. I didn't know Fabolous. I don't think we had met up until that point. I don't even know if I knew Ryan Leslie yet. We're good friends now, but this may have been my first time meeting both of them, and I just stopped by to say hello that's the courteous thing to do. It can also be kind of distracting. So I don't do it to everyone's session, but people I feel like are cool, or, you know what I mean? Or you see them in the kitchen, you're passing them by the bathroom or whatever, and you're just like, oh, hi, you know, and they might say like, oh, come say hi before you leave, you know what I mean? Or something like that. And so somehow I end up in their room during their session, a track is playing, and I hear a melody, and I'm a writer, and I start scatting, as we say, and he was like, oh, sit down, let me give you the mic. And the scat commences, and the very scat you hear that had no lyrics, it might have had everything, yeah. Like it had like little pieces that we kept, but it had no lyrics, and that was like a well-documented scat. You can see it on YouTube, probably on my YouTube channel. But yeah, that was fun. Ryan's a genius. Ryan Leslie is I worked with him on my project. That was like, I love you, we're friends, we have to work. And we did that, and I love the record we did. I can't wait for people to hear it. I think it's on the last scene. I think it's on the redemption scene. It definitely is. So you'll hear that in a few months.